Hi everyone, let me turn on the music. This is just gonna be a vlog. Unfortunately, my phone is being idiotic, so I have to make a vlog like this, which is weird, and I had no idea what to put on the monitor, so instead enjoy Transistor, fantastic soundtrack. Anyway, let's get into the actual meat and potatoes of this video, which is talking about my YouTube persona. You don't need to watch this, you can just listen to this if you want, because for all intents and purposes, it's just a vlog. This is something that I didn't think I really needed to talk about. I thought it was self-explanatory, but apparently it's not, which I realized actually in yesterday's live stream, when people who I thought knew me and knew the channel thought that my live streaming persona was actually me. So I realize now that I haven't actually talked about this in a long time. The last time that I made a video dedicated on this subject was actually when I was at about 200 subscribers. Now we are well over 1,000, so there's a lot of new subscribers who probably don't know this. So let's get into it, shall we? Do I play a YouTube character, or do I have a YouTube persona? Absolutely. The only videos you will ever see me, actually me, like the me behind the camera, behind everything, are these videos, vlogs. Vlogs are the only videos that I do where it's actually just genuinely me. And the reason for that is I'm not trying to be entertaining or anything like that in vlogs, most vlogs. I'm just trying to be informative. I'm trying to get you the information. And me as a person, I'm fairly boring, to be entirely honest with you. I go to work, I go to school, I socialize when I have to, but try not to. I'm a very calm, cool, rational, level-headed human being, and sometimes it comes out in live streams and stuff like that, but most of the time I try and play up a character that is inherently more interesting than me. That's just the way that I do things. And so let me give you some examples. Let me talk about some specific characters that I play on the channel. I think the most obvious one that most people figure as a character is the Huge Nerd Reacts character. What I do with that persona is I will watch something and I will have my genuine reaction to it. For example, the video that most of you have seen, Huge Nerd Reacts to Fallout 4. My genuine reaction to that when I first watched it was this. Wow, that looks pretty good. I'm excited for it. That was my genuine reaction. And so I had this idea that I wanted to amplify my my expression of it, and instead of a reaction video, have an overreaction video. Was my original thought process behind the whole concept of Huge Nerd Reacts, which is where you are overreacting to almost everything in the video, no matter how minute, no matter how small the detail is, you are overreacting to it, to the point of almost crying. No, I didn't actually cry in that video. A lot of people say that I did. I didn't actually cry in that video. The reason for that is I don't know how to make myself, like, cry. I don't know how to fake cry, which is why I didn't actually full-on cry in that video. A little fun fact for you, a little behind the scenes. But yes, absolutely, Huge Nerd Reacts as a character. It's usually my genuine reaction to something, so that's why they're always about things that I'm actually passionate about. But the reaction is magnified by, you know, who knows how much. It's an overreaction video. Then the next character that you'll probably see the most on the channel is my live streaming persona, and this persona is something that a lot of people mistakenly think is me. Just to give you a little bit of insight about me as a person, I don't really have... I don't get angry. I haven't gotten angry. The last time I actually remember getting genuinely angry about something was over 2 years ago when me and my ex-girlfriend broke up. That is the last time I got angry, which gives you a little bit of insight into who I am as a human being behind the camera when I'm not recording. I'm a very level-headed, rational person because I have to be. In my line of work, I have to keep a cool level head, and they train you how to do that and how to think rationally in horrible conditions. So as a result, I am a very calm, cool, level-headed person. I never overreact about things, and that's why I wouldn't be very fun to watch a video on, you know, because like I said, I'm mundane, and I'm fine with that. I'm happy with who I am as a person, but it's not conducive to entertaining content, which is why I play up a character when I live stream as well. The character that I play when I live stream is an overly competitive, angry, what the kids would call a savage. It's somebody who gives no fucks about anything. If they get trolls in their chat, or if they get trolls, they shut them down instantly. If he has people not following the rules, he shuts them down instantly. He gives zero fucks, and he's just very overly competitive about things. He says that he's the best at everything in the entire world. If you've ever seen the streamer Dr. Disrespect, it's a very similar character to that, which a lot of people actually say that I rip off Dr. Disrespect, which is funny because I've been doing that character for years before I ever even knew who Dr. Disrespect is. I've been streaming for a long time, kids. A very long time. Back to Twitch, I've been streaming for years and years before I ever had any idea who Dr. Disrespect is. But I actually genuinely enjoy Dr. Disrespect. And I think I understand why people think that live streaming persona is actually me. It's probably due to the fact that I'm not inherently physically portraying a character, right? Dr. Disrespect, in case you guys don't know, you should check out his stream. It's very entertaining. But he plays a character that's very similar. Very angry, very competitive, very disrespectful to people. But it's very obvious that it's a character because he's wearing a wig. He has these, you know, giant sunglasses. He's got a thick mustache. The mustache is actually real, I think. But it's very obvious that he's playing a character. And for me, when I normally don't have a face cam, it's not as obvious that I'm playing a character. And so I realize that. But I still think it's fairly evident that I am playing a character, just because if you watch my vlogs, like if you're watching this video, the person that I am in my vlogs, which is actually me, is practically the exact opposite of the character that I play up in my live streams. I'm somebody who, like I said, I don't get very angry at things. I'm not inherently competitive, to be entirely honest with you. And so it's very much just a character that I play up in order to make things more interesting. And I just wanted to make this video in order to address this because, like I said, it seems like there's a lot of people who genuinely believe that's who I am, and that's the kind of person that I am, and it's not at all, guys. It's all a character. And in terms of reasons why, I touched on one reason why before: to make content more interesting. It's inherently more interesting than if I was to just do it, because I'm a fairly boring person. But another reason that I do it, especially for live streaming, but for everything really, is a way to psychologically distance myself from YouTube. So you may be saying, what does that mean? Let me explain. If somebody watches my live stream, right, and they say, man, this guy's a faggot, or something like that, you know, YouTube comments, in my mind, I have been able to create a distinction from my actual personality and my YouTube personas. So if somebody on YouTube goes, man, this guy's a faggot, in my head, they're not calling me a faggot. they're calling that character that I'm playing a faggot. And it just helps me deal with the large amount of trolls and hate comments that I get on a daily basis. It lets me cope with it. When I first started this YouTube thing, I was actually playing a character as well, but I was playing a very different character, and hate comments, they really got to me. They really got in my head, right? They really fucked me up. And since then, I have progressed a lot as a human, as just a person, and I don't really care too much about what people say, but every now and then, you know, you get that hate comment that's like, ooh, that's a sick burn, right? And so this is sort of a way for me to not only make my content more interesting than if it was just me, like I've said several times, but to also distance myself from those hate comments so they're not actually applying to me. Hopefully we're all on the same page now in terms of YouTube personas and stuff like that. If you want to continue believing that I just have such a variable personality that I can at the same time be all of these different people, maybe I have, like, you know, some mental disorder or something, multiple personality disorder or something, then that's fine. But I just wanted to let you guys know, after that last live stream, when people thought that I was actually being genuine, then I wasn't. It's all a character, guys. It's any videos that you see on the channel are entirely me playing a character. I think when the live streaming persona came out several years ago, I actually created it as a way to sort of deal with haters in a way, because if you've ever played online games, people are very toxic in online games, and so I sort of had created that persona in order to play Counter-Strike, because the Counter-Strike Go community is probably some of the worst in all of gaming. I created that persona in order to just deal with the sheer magnitude of how toxic that community was, and hit them with those sick comebacks and stuff like that, which in real life I probably wouldn't do. If somebody walked up to me and called me a faggot in real life, my response would probably be, oh, okay. Like, I wouldn't have some sick burn and come back with it. I would just let it be. I'd probably walk away, to be honest. Which is kind of why I created that YouTube persona. But anyway, enough talk about that. Hopefully you guys all have a wonderful rest of your day. Hopefully we're all on the same page. If not, then that's cool too. But I did just feel like this needed to be addressed, and normally it would be a vlog, but like I said, my phone's being idiotic. So, sorry it ran a little long. My bad. Hopefully you guys all have a great rest of your day. I'll see all of you in the next video. Stream Rooney. Have a good one, guys. Bye. Ba-da-boo!